This podcast was produced on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation.
Welcome to Australia.
Aussie.
This is kind of tragic.
Someone who is such a connoisseur of reality television.
The content is hideous.
So sorry about this. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Ash Flanders.
Hi, let me just swallow down that rosé.
Suck it down, girl. It's Valentine's Day. Happy
Thank
Valentine's
you.
Day, doll.
Thank you. What a
Yeah.
special day to share with you.
No, I'm just whining and dining you.
You are. It's and I am just a cheap rosé with an ice block in it. That's
very
my
cheap.
Valentine's Day. And I'm meeting a woman in her 60s later today. That
Are
is
you?
my idea of a good Valentine's.
Incredible. And we're here today to talk about the most perfect Valentine's Day show.
Married
all
at
time.
first sight.
Yes.
Do you believe in marriage? Do you believe in sight?
I can't believe you've done it, but you've dragged me down to your level.
Yeah. I say
Willingly.
you need to keep up with the heterosexuals to see what they're doing because they're not okay. They are freaking out.
Can I say it's good to be back? So I have watched in the past.
Yeah.
And I took like the last 2 years off just for
Mhm.
mental health reasons. And now I'm back. You're so right. Like when I bring this show up casually, like everyone is watching this show.
Yes.
And they like, no one will ever bring it up to you. Like you have to be the first person to bring it up. And when you do, people are just like, oh, but can we talk about Jackie?
Yes.
Like, yeah, it's amazing.
You're not even the first person that I've gotten onto the show who I've been like, I am telling you, MAFS is something you have. It is must-see TV.
is
Because
insane.
I forget the kind of storylines that run through the heterosexual mind where it's like, as long as I end up with a straight man next to me for the rest of my life, I've made something of my life. That to me is like wishing to have, I don't know, like a tumor in your body for the rest of your life. I don't know why you want that. Women still want that.
Oh, it feels like a peek behind the curtain into heterosexual Australia, which
Yeah.
is
Toxic.
frightening. Will I add? Like, I am terrified. I'm terrified of you people.
Yes.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't know what you want. I don't get,
get it.
what the game is. I don't get how anyone
understand.
wins in this. Yeah.
It's like I'm an alien being programmed, like, to be a human.
Yeah.
Heterosexual, and they were like, watch this, and like now I understand
Well,
your
if you-
culture.
If you exist outside of the heteronormative narrative,
Yeah.
you are an alien watching. Like,
Actually,
and have you ever seen the seasons where they've had gay people be a part of it?
so I've seen the one where they had the lesbians, which was classic Nine, to be like,
Yes.
we'll do queer, but as long as it's lesbians, woo! Like,
And I think one of them was definitely bi, and I think they
Oh.
were hoping she'd have a cheating scandal with a man.
100%. And of course, it was all still very like male gaze. Like, let's watch
Yes.
these lesos fuck.
Then they had the gay man, I think it was last year.
Really?
Yes,
Was
and they
that-
had.
oh,
a
tell me
Perth-
about that.
They had, I think it was from Perth, a WA hairdresser, and she was she was real confident in herself, and yet I think had scars or something from memory. Like was crazy beautiful to look at, but had like a scar somewhere that meant they felt really bad about themselves. But get this, soon as she lands in Sydney, she's not interested in the husband. She's flirting with other people. And she's a hairdresser. And when she went and got her hair cut, apparently she was flirting with another hairdresser,
Amazing.
which
All
I'm
right.
so into.
Well, when this one's done, I might have to go back and.
They're not that
rewind to
interesting,
one.
those two guys.
I'll
But
bet.
that season, I mean, I've not watched a bad, even when it's bad,
It's
it's
good.
good.
Yeah.
It's pizza, it's sex.
Yeah.
Even when it's bad, it's good.
Yeah. And the fucking experts, like,
Oh, come on.
they are just like perfectly cast. They just talk so much bullshit with such confidence. I wish I had a 1% of that confidence, especially the like sex lady who's like
Alessandra.
Like she just says words. She rocks up. She's like, yes, I have heard that.
It's really
sometimes-
important to practice
Yes,
intimacy with each
Intimacy
other.
is important because without it, there is no intimacy.
And as
So-
the Ozempic has kicked in more and more with her,
bitch.
she has had... I don't know how compos mentis Miss Alessandra is right now because...
She looks great.
Well, she looks a bit praying mantis-y for me. She also looks a bit like why the long face. Like you wouldn't give Nigella Ozempic. Like if you're a curvy dark-haired beauty, stay in your lane. Like
not a
don't
petite blonde.
Don't get gaunt. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do all that. That's not your brand.
Yeah.
It's very, I mean, just to body shame, which I'm sure we're going to do a lot in MAFS anyway, if the show doesn't do it. Oh, and quickly, just about the experts. That is kind of my favorite thing with this show is the levels of fiction within it that, like, you have to pretend that the couples really want to be a couple and not just be on TV. The first lie. Then you have to pretend that the experts are experts in any real way. Another lie.
And the experiment is I love that whenever they say the experiment, I get fucking hard.
It's so
It's
good.
like, what?
Bravo, fucking bravo.
It's like, you just called this bullshit. What?
Yeah, I don't...
Like,
I don't think...
the experiment. It's so sinister.
It is. Well, I mean, it actually is.
Yeah,
though. It's a really sinister...
Yeah.
But I don't think... I
It's
think
like,
the experiment...
I haven't been doing well, since the experiment. I haven't... It's like PTSD.
It's also like, hey, great scientific mind, meet the producers of MAFS. Apparently, you're all in the same business of experiments. So that's what I laugh, because you have to pretend that the experts even give a fuck about these people, which they're not even, but they're like, the experts of the producers play things. Like, it's all so dark.
True.
That's what I love about it.
It's dark and twisted, and I'm here, I'm ready, I'm in.
Have you struggled to
strapped
find
in.
love? Well, let us pair you with a complete nightmare who's going to
fucking
destroy your
narcissist.
confidence on national television.
Yeah.
Call you ugly, too big. Like, let us do that for you to really help you in your journey.
I can't wait to get stuck in. But before we do, should we wrap up our Housewives?
Yes.
We've had a few
Let me have more rosé.
reunions. Yes, have a gulp. Salt Lake City reunion, 3-parter. That's done now? Yeah.
Yeah, totally
Wrapped up.
done.
What an incredible season.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, the Salt Lake girls do it better than any other franchise. They are working for their money. They're even planting seeds for future seasons. Because my friend clocked it. She was like, look at Meredith becoming friends again with Jen Shah, so that when Jen gets out and gets
100%.
back on the show,
Which,
she has
can
an
I
ally.
say, when that day comes, like, we need to have like a huge celebration / viewing party of the like when Jen's back on. I cannot wait.
As if it's like Mandela being freed. Yeah. She's finally getting out. Yeah,
what
great.
I would give for like footage of her in prison, like just.
And it's very hard to get me to a rally, but this is a cause I believe
Yeah.
in. So yes,
Get
I
her
would
out.
do that. She's amazing.
Jennifer Shah, she is amazing.
What did you think of the reunion overall?
I mean, yeah, it was good. Like, it capped off a perfect season. I
Yeah.
loved Britney. Just like, I think they brought out Britney too late.
Dog walking her.
Yeah, she could have been there because that second part was a bit whatevs.
Yeah.
With the husbands. I don't know. A Todd, I don't need on my screen for that long.
I know,
Britney though was great. I loved when like they gave her a beer at the end, but like didn't invite her to the post, and
Yes.
she's there like in the background, like, do I? Nobody said anything nice about me.
I know, but I was also like, is this her shtick? Like, it was weird. Like,
Yeah.
she was just owning, like, haha, I'm the loser of the group. Isn't that funny? And I'm like, have some dignity, Britney.
My fucking daughter won't even talk to her. Who's just done a maths test, I've heard.
Oh, for a maths test?
A math test. No, a math test. That's
I
why I was
thought-
sending her a message.
I thought I loved Whitney going, I want to burn it with Lisa fucking Barlow.
That was iconic.
All of that. And then, again, I loved that they were fighting. And then within a second, Lisa's like, no, but I love Whitney. I love you, Whitney.
I love
I've
you,
always loved
Whitney.
you. So it's like, I love them because they go to
I
work.
love Alibaba.
But like, they will fight big and then make up big. Like,
Yeah.
I do believe as a core cast, they are all like, let's do our job and let's create conflict and story.
They know what they're doing, but it's, not in a sinister way. Like,
No.
because there's no, I mean, there is, obviously there's producer fuckery, but these women feel like they are at least in the passenger seat, right? Where
Yeah.
they're like, they're kind of directing in their own way.
And they enjoy it. Like, someone with a mouth like Angie K loves getting in the... Like, she would fight for no money. She would just... She's into it.
She's fucking into it. I love Angie K. I
Again,
went to high school with girls like Angie K. And I
hairdressers.
love...
Don't
hairdressers.
fuck with them.
Don't fuck with a Greek hairdresser.
Mate,
Like, are you kidding me?
You are, especially one that might have a husband maybe on the DL. Like, because
Release
she
the
has a
tapes.
sharp tongue that can only come from being around mean homosexuals.
And she's in on the joke. Like,
Oh, yeah.
she's having fun.
She could care less.
She's couldn't kill her. She's having a great time. Her throwing the shampoo bottles and then being like, it was an accident. They fell out of the bag. Like, heaven.
Even just her saying oppa. and clicking her hands like mid Zorba's dance. Loved it.
So good. And we had the train wreck of
New York.
I love
Only
it.
2 parts, is that right? Or did we get 3?
And look, I'm not mad it was 2. I think because it was
Bleak.
It was bleak. Just
You need to stop it with the spin because seriously, it is too dark.
it's so dark. And just Brent, like you got to give it to Brent.
This
She's
is getting
she's
too
a performer.
much. Yes.
She is a performer.
Yeah.
I've just finished watching
we
Apple
don't know
Cider
what she does
Vinegar.
for a living. Oh,
and
yes, Apple Cider Vinegar.
Bryn is giving that bitch. Like Bryn is giving
Sociopath.
Like
Con artist.
lying scammer. Like in the way
Yes.
that she's just like, like, and she's forgetting what she said when, and she's like weaponizing trauma, and it's like it's delicious, but it is bleak.
Didn't weaponize become such a word across the franchises?
It's
Suddenly,
the word of
everyone's
the year.
weaponizing.
Yeah.
It's like, no, not always. Sometimes we're asking you to just have some empathy. But okay, I guess
No,
that's
I
weaponizing.
love weaponize.
Look, I grew up in a household with a mother who would use those sort of like that language. Like you had to learn how to dance around those kind of words. Yeah, it's very interesting.
My favorite bit was Uber going, "What do you mean? No one's ever been mean to me because I'm black. I'm so hot. I get everything for free. Doors open for me. I'm so hot. I just get everything." Like that.
Yes.
That bitch is incredible.
And I hurt what you said, and I hurt. I mean,
Giselle Wish.
we're going to talk about it in MAFS as well, but sometimes there are stereotypes that are hideous and they shouldn't exist. But Uber sometimes is really angry and aggressive. I'm just going to say she actually is.
But she's doing it in a hot, fabulous way.
Yes, and she almost has the similar thing to like a Mary Cosby where it's like apparently Uber is allowed to do whatever Uber wants.
Yeah.
And everyone just better get on board.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Like, that's progress.
But Mary Cosby
That's
does it in a very
progress,
charming
baby.
way, and I find Uber's way a little much.
Oh, I
Like
love
she
it.
calls everyone a bitch and like you are a gaslighter and you're like she just is a bit mean sometimes, Miss Uber.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
good.
she's very beautiful.
I fully support people playing those cards to just behave badly. Like you have like suffered enough. Like you can be a
Yes.
cunt whenever you want, but and then denying it. Like I've never been mistreated. I'm so hot.
But I just think she would have had her own experience of like a gross men abusing their power around her in the industries in the world she's been in as a goddamn gorgeous like woman. So I just thought it was very big of her to like really forgive Bryn, and because I feel like she would have so many of her own stories, and that's why I'm always interested when she's like, my life's always been fabulous. I've never had a problem. I'm like, I'm sure you have had problems, but like it's your business. You don't have to share that. But I'm just like, come on, Uber. Like the modeling world, like that can be an intense world to be in. Believe me, I know.
And then the rest of the cast were there, but you know, whatever. I feel like it really, it was the Uber and Bryn show.
And
the
you know,
reunion.
my worst take of all is that I kind of like Erin. I don't know what to say. I kind of like her.
Same.
Yeah.
She's so like boring and like this, but something I don't know.
I just
feel
like
she's the most normal.
And she's unafraid to get in. Like I think Jenna is like never going to get her hands dirty.
Yeah.
I think Sai can be like really angry and great and like scrappy. But I think Erin gets involved when she doesn't have to and she makes a big mess. And without Erin, there wouldn't be a lot of story a lot of the time.
Also, she clearly has good gay friends because the
Yes.
way she casually showed that dick pic, I was like, yes, this is great. And then like the girls being like disgusted by it, I was like, oh my God. Like,
No, Erin has
come
good.
on.
Erin has good fags around her for sure.
And clearly they've all seen that pic and were like, yes. And then she tried it out with the girlies and they were like, disgusting. Like,
I know,
come
it's
on.
ridiculous.
It was the only interesting thing that happened on the whole trip besides, Bryn Gate.
Also, just like Uber going like, "Don't get in the water; it's disgusting." I love that.
Oh my God. And then just tripling down on the ring. You're like, I love Puerto Rico. It's great, but the beaches are terrible.
And what are the odds that in a season where the word pigeon was said non-stop, that they would get to a dead bird on the beach that looked a bit pigeonish?
Oh, true. The producers were living for that.
They killed that bird and flew it over from New York just to plant it there.
on the beach. Oh my God. And Beverly Hills, I gotta say, is getting a bit snooze.
I don't care that much about Sutton's relationship with her mother.
They've been in Augusta for too long now. Get out of there.
Get out.
I'm done with the childhood home.
Get out.
Yeah, like
But also, there was so many. I mean, I watched it. I was a little blazed, but I watched it, and we were laughing because the way Sutton couldn't seem to understand that her mother dealt with her father and his illness for so long and must have all these issues around her father killing himself. She's a therapist. He had crippling depression and shot himself in their house. And Sutton's like, I'm going to go check it out. What do you mean you don't want to come? What do you mean you don't want to look at the house where you spent miserable years of your life and your husband died and killed himself in front of you?
This show. They're all just walking contradictions. They're like, I couldn't possibly ever do this and I don't want to talk about it. But then what do they talk about every episode?
Yes.
All of their shit that they're apparently so like running from or whatever. They all do it. It's like, oh my God.
But Sutton had no understanding of like, when Sutton was like, and it must have been really hard on my mum, but like, she kind of was still saying, like, I never really forgave her for not being there for my dad enough. I'm like, that woman had a horrible life and was left, like, taking care of kids on her own. And when she was like, Mum wasn't a great cook, it was all fish sticks. It's like, because she had to earn money to keep you alive, Miss Sutton. Like, that woman did it. Nothing about that mum felt like she'd had it easy.
She was great.
She was tough
I
as
loved
boots.
her pushing around Arthie. That was the only bit I liked.
I also liked her saying to Garcelle, I don't see how that's any of your business.
Yeah.
Which
Garcelle needs to hear.
Garcelle could hear that a bit more often.
Yeah, I reckon.
Instead of digging for other people's story, Garcelle, why don't you offer one?
Give us, besides your beach house.
Yeah, besides you overcoming and look at all I've achieved. It's like every episode we have to like congratulate Garcelle.
Executive producer. Oh, never thought I'd say that.
Of a
In my
Lifetime
beach house.
movie.
Yeah.
It's like...
Exactly.
Yeah, come on,
Girl.
Garcelle. It's not Schindler's List.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs to.
It's not even
chill.
Mother May I Sleep with Danger. It is like...
I know.
I don't know what she's making. But just like weird erotic thrillers.
Yeah. And I'm a bit bored of Dorit's divorce. Like,
I am bored of Dorit's divorce. But yet...
It was fun at the start, but now I'm like, okay.
I think it's also, once again, just looking at the aesthetics, I'm just like, it's really horrible that some people get way too thin and they look not so great. Maybe like Alessandra in MAFS, a bit too thin. But like, Dorit, as she's trained, like she is way too thin. Like she is so thin. But
she may look
pulls it
like a
off.
doll, but don't wind her up.
She sure does look like a doll. Like, probably weighs about the same as a doll.
She's milking it.
But Erica's
so
looking
hard.
so good.
Erica looks great.
Erica's skin, whatever
know.
Erica is doing, they could all learn a lot. Because I don't think she's got the most money anymore. So, like...
Well, doesn't she mention it every episode? Oh, people don't want me to make money. I'm like, shut up.
Gwen Stefani.
People just didn't want you spending blood money, you fucking idiot. Like, now she's acting like everyone was like on this tirade against her as a woman and they were trying to rip it down. I'm like, no, they like... Your ex did something real fucked, babe.
Yeah, and that money was for the victims.
You to this day have never said, yes, that was fucked. Like, she just says, like, I can't talk about that.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm like? To this day, she's never fucking admitted it. So it's like,
oh God, what was that?
We're
We're on appeal.
Oh,
We're on appeal.
You know, there's lawyers.
We're on appeal.
Such good bravo when it's like, I can't talk about that.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I still weirdly have a lot of time for Erica, even though I know apparently she owes these homosexual designers in LA money and she's like a bit of a thief and a liar. But I mean, that's what we want in a star. Like,
exactly. If you want to work with Erica Jane, baby.
And Kyle just needs to get involved a bit more as well. Like,
Kyle needs to go.
Yeah. Do you reckon?
Goodbye, Kyle.
Do we want Vanderpump back?
Oh, Vanderpump will never come back.
I know, but
her, I mean, her show is now sinking, so maybe she will. If VPR is dead.
Yeah.
I don't
but
know.
watching her come back and take control of that cast again would be fascinating.
It would be.
She would have them in line by one episode, I reckon.
I would like Rinna back.
Oh, that's a bit harder for me.
No,
I loved Rinna. In my friendship group, I was the Lisa Rinna, so that's very unfortunate for me. I am. I spoke to Harry. I said it all.
No, I loved Rinna. She did like take up a lot of space on the show, but like...
I just felt like it's almost
Sutton.
too much the other way where like there was nothing Rinna wouldn't do on camera to keep the cameras up. Like she would call you any name under the sun. She would reveal every secret about your life. There's no loyalty except to the camera. And Harry Hamlin.
And the husband hearing
him. She's got a podcast.
Don't go there with the husband. Does she?
Yeah, don't go there with the husband. Or let's not talk about the husband.
Of course, that's what it's called. Yeah, I can't... When it's like...
Have you had Harry's sauce?
I haven't had Harry sauce. Have you?
No.
I've heard Bethany's not a fan. But
My toxic trait is I follow Bethany Frankel on Instagram. And yeah, it was all show and no go. She couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's a brand.
I've had Harry sauce when I've had it at the house. It was wonderful. This is not it. Harry, something's going on with the packaging.
take it off the shelves.
Yeah,
Sorry,
take it off the shelf.
It's a
I'm
bad
sorry.
product.
If you send me something, I'm going to tell the truth. I don't know what else to tell you. She's so into Bethany. So intense.
It's amazing. Yes. Should we get into
Yes.
MAFS?
I mean, we could talk about all of this
I
forever.
know. I could, honestly, forever. But our 2025 couples.
Yes.
High-level thoughts. Like, have the casting department done their job this year?
I actually don't think it's been the best cast season so far. Only because I have a feeling the producers invest... Oh, my God, let me look at my cheat sheet.
Yeah.
The couple that left within the first week...
Elliot and... What was her name?
And she wanted a traditional husband.
Lauren. They
Yes.
were...
I think producers had put a lot of eggs in that
Yeah,
basket.
I think
they
thought they were going to be the ones. And they
Yes.
were for like 2 episodes. And then, yeah.
I mean, even the sister, like Lauren's sister at the wedding, calling it an abortion.
I loved Lauren's sister.
I thought, is she
Get
submitting
her.
a tape right now? Is this her audition?
Get her. She was like going for...
Lean into him. Don't be so... God, you're so frigid.
We're going to see her next season, I think.
I am the sister of the bride.
And you gave me a non-pescatarian meal. How dare you? I just have been mistreated.
This looks like a cemetery.
It's an abortion.
This is an abortion. She was incredible.
Where's the lie? Everything she said was absolutely correct.
And do you think Elliot stinks?
I mean, Elliot
Does he look like someone who stinks to you?
Oh, you think like actually?
No, because she
physically
said that he had
stinky?
really bad BO.
Oh, did she? I missed
Yeah,
that.
she said that towards the end. Lauren was like, and I'm kind of glad because he had really bad BO. And I'm like, oh, that's a good dig on the way out.
So I think that the producers thought that he was all bark
And no bite.
Yeah. With the threats of, if she doesn't live up to my incredibly high standards, I'll just walk out. Like, I'll just leave at the wedding, leave her at the altar. Like, I don't even care. I've got very high standards.
And hasn't this been the season for that? I've never seen another season where the men have been so like, the way you look goes against my values.
Tox Mask is back, baby.
Yeah, she's back.
She's back in a big way.
And she's back in a new outfit that makes it look a bit more like a bit more therapy talk involved. Like, we just don't align because my values are I like young, hot, thin, blonde things.
This is the thing. Men have now been to therapy.
Enough to get the lingo.
They've learnt the language. They've done the however many free sessions were involved in the mental health care plan. And they're like, great, thanks for the lingo.
Yeah,
and
great.
now they're just terrorizing the women of Australia.
And yet, with Lauren, I struggle to have a lot of empathy for a woman that's like, I just
Lauren's
want
not
to be
off the hook.
I want to be wiping down plants while my husband's working.
Let's be clear, Lauren is not off the hook. She's setting the movement back decades.
Oh, yeah. It's
whole...
all about choice, but why you would choose to be powerless is beyond me.
It wasn't even, for me, it's the aesthetic, like the wifey thing. And just, I just want to think, and her girly business of like, I just want to wrap up like hampers of like brands. I'm like, get it.
And if
fuck
I
off.
see my husband cleaning a dish, that would turn me off. Like, that's my job. It's like, wow, congrats, you're an appliance. Like, wow.
And her hair, like, I'm sorry, the little bump, like, what do we call
bump
that?
it.
The bump it with the headband.
I mean, she was trying to do like a Stepford thing. Forgetting that those women are robots programmed by men.
And it looked amazing in terms of like it fit her character so well.
But like even Charlotte York from Sex and the City, like
she
she had that look, but she still looked normal and attractive in a way.
I think she will start a cult at some point.
Yeah.
Or join one. But I could see her starting like a wifey
She might be
cult.
in one. It's what you might be picking up on.
She might be in one already.
Because she's very like, is it hashtag trad wife? Like that
She's
whole
trad
thing.
wife.
Yeah.
She's giving trad.
Be a chav wife.
Chav wife.
Smell his stinky socks.
But no, Elliot, I mean, I did not find Elliot attractive. There is a lot of very attractive men on this season.
Okay, let's just talk about that quickly. What would be your ultimate, just without personality, without them talking?
We'll get there.
Okay.
I'll save it for you.
Okay.
But I have a clear front runner.
I think ours will be
men
different.
I want to fuck. I think they might be different too.
Yeah.
There's one that I just think is insanely hot.
I know who that will be for you. Yeah.
I think you think it's not the one that it is.
I think it might be a man with a bit of height. Yeah.
It is, but I don't think it's the one you think it is. You think it's the tradie, the tatted. No, it's not.
Who I think is the only nice guy in the whole cast.
Yeah, no, it's not him. I don't like nice guys. It's Ryan.
Wait.
Wingnut Ryan. I am so attracted to him. Like, I can't even. And he's the most disgusting man.
So
like disgusting. But you're gonna.
That really hurts me, Sam. That is so disgusting. That's like bestiality should come before that.
This is not Megan Postetto's podcast. Like, I am here to talk about how much I want to fuck these toxic men. You won't hear this anywhere else.
Well,
but
that might be
Ryan
good for them.
Is giving me.
You might fuck some sense into him.
When he made that comment about like, yeah, she gives you a head, I was like, I'm attracted to him even more now.
Do you wish he was saying that about you?
Yeah. Don't blame me. Blame my gay trauma.
Blame my
There's a
gag
reason
reflex.
There's a reason I'm attracted to men like this.
Yeah,
it's not
and
my
there's
fault.
a reason
it's not
I
my
am
fault.
not. I mean, he is off.
Yeah,
he is off.
If he didn't
Sam.
speak though, would you?
No.
I just love. So I have a thing for like big old ears that pop out like that.
I get that. I don't mind janky teeth. Big ears
The teeth,
doesn't do
I
it for me.
love the teeth.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you can handle janky
He's the
teeth.
full package for me.
Toxic personality,
horrible.
wingnut, bad teeth.
Yeah.
Speaks badly of their partner.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh, it's.
Oh no, see,
amazing.
I like aesthetically, I like Frenchie.
Oh wow!
I think he's
you mean
gorgeous
hair
to look
plugs?
at. Do you reckon? Is it?
Honey.
Is it? Turkish hairlines? Yeah.
The plugs are plugged. They're
He does look like, I've thought at times, I'm like, that looks like a unit. Like,
they're good.
Mm.
I love how he's got like the most stunning like thick rig on him.
Yeah, but I think he's a liar.
He looks like
dog.
Oh yeah, he looks like a French rugby player.
Yeah.
Which is high on my list of things to do.
But no,
I don't like his preppy style. I don't like the look.
No.
He's too. Yeah.
And he's kind of smarmy.
And then Big Tradie. What's Big Tradie's name? Dave. Big Dave. His smile and his eyes are just, it's ridiculous. Like, he's so gorgeous.
The big question
but
with Dave is,
I don't know.
Why are you single, Dave?
He's too nice.
Why are you single, Dave? You're really nice.
Yes.
You're really tall. You're really tattooed. You're a tradie. All these things that this show has taught me straight women just gush
and
over.
That's it.
Why are
that's
you single?
It right there. Channel 9 cannot tell me who I want to fuck. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sorry, it's not Dave. I get it.
Yeah.
I get that they're telling me that that's who it is. But I'm like, no, I want this disgusting, toxic piece of shit.
Who can barely string a sentence together
Oh,
and says like he's
it's
a warrior.
Oh.
Because I'm a high value man and I am a warrior.
Yeah, but he's
And
very intelligent. Both. We'll get to that.
He is not very intelligent
No.
at all.
Of course he's not.
Oh,
but
he
how many
says.
times has he told us?
Yes.
So is she. We'll get to
my
them.
God.
We'll
Can I
save
just
them
quickly
to
tell
last.
you, I had a friend that worked on this show at one point, and I said to him, like, there was some contestant on it, a participant in the experiment.
Yes, thank you.
And I said, oh my God, is like he actually as bad as he comes across in the show, or is he nicer? And he said, Ash, they're all terrible people.
Of course.
Anyone on this show is not someone you would want to hang out with at all.
No.
And I was like, wow, I guess I never really saw it clearly.
Yeah. But no, I know what you mean with casting. I think they haven't got like a Harrison Boone type. Like they haven't got anyone.
Or an Inez.
Yes, they have.
Or Cyclone Cyrell.
They haven't got like a hurricane.
No.
But there could be some emerging. However, what I am enjoying about the cast is across the board, bar I think like one or two couples, they're all pretty fucked up. So I'm liking that. It's like consistency.
I'm interested to see the ones that knew each other before and already had history.
So there's two of them, which I'm like,
who dropped the
oh my
ball?
God, every time Alessandra is like, oh my God, so you knew each other before. I'm like, shut the fuck up, you silly bitch.
Well, I don't think she knew anything. I think like those
They all
experts
knew.
sit down and like go, no, but I have a feeling those guys just have their call sheet and they turn up and watch footage
Actually,
and have to
true.
react to it. Like
They're
the
like,
idea
"Oh
that
my
they even
God."
paired them, I don't think that happens at all.
I think a dugong like goes up to the screen and just kind of rubs its head and they go, oh yeah.
I just find it's funny when the experts have to talk and it's like a game of like it's like an improv game where they're yes-anding everything. Where it's like the exciting thing about this couple is that she's a real go-getter, but he can hold space for her.
The
and
woman's
really
voice,
be there.
The woman's voice that narrates it. She's like, today in Sydney, the couples in the experiment are moving into their accommodation. It's like, what the fuck are you on?
We had one that we
we-
loved in my house where she'd said, previously at the airport, because after being shushed at the airport.
After being shushed.
And that couple never rebounded because he shushed her at the airport, which I get.
Imagine doing a meditation tape and it's that woman's voice. Like,
that woman.
Breathe in and out.
Yeah, you've got to have my friend Bridget on because she does the best impersonation.
She's on.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to make that happen.
So she did an impersonation of that woman.
Yeah, perfectly. Because I got Bridget into the show being
I just
like,
got
you need to
hard
watch
nipples.
it. Yeah.
Get her here,
Yeah.
man.
I'm hoping we can make the actual narrator sick so Bridget can get that job.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
She's...
Although if she
Succession
hasn't
planning.
gotten sick reading the stuff they have her saying, she's probably got an iron
Well,
stomach.
It doesn't say anything that adds any value to the show at any point.
Is practicing his rap skills. Like, she has to say so many embarrassing things.
Yeah. Oh,
I feel
it's a
for
good
her.
gig.
It's a great gig. I'd take it in a second.
Because every network has their own little personality. Because there's like the sexy 10 voice, which I think is Nikki Britton. Who's like,
really?
hey, like she's really,
Lisa Barlow.
She's got a sexy voice. And it's like, late night television, I'm a celebrity coming. So it's like kind of a little bit sexy. Whereas this one, there's no sex in this woman's voice.
No, it's passive aggressive. That's why I like
yeah,
it.
Yeah, but
I feel like she hates them all.
they're going for wholesome, but she just sounds
Yes.
like a cunt.
Because she's smart. Like, she's probably a smart, talented actress. Yeah.
Wow.
Who's having to read this. I think she is. I forget who it is,
Sure.
but I think she is.
Right in.
I'm
This
really...
poor woman's listening now, and she's
I
like,
know.
what the fuck?
I stand with her. I'd stand for her. I mean, I do want my friend to have her job, but I still believe in her.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
doing great work. She's an essential worker.
I love that voice. I genuinely, but I love it because it feels so mean. Where it's like, meanwhile, like they are starting to struggle with Intimacy Week after a G-string in the wrong plot. Like,
Intimacy Week is so funny. How they're like the language. I can't.
oh, I can't. And how was that for you to spend time with Alyssa
Yeah.
and look into her eyes?
And
It was really like 100%. It was amazing.
into those
I just
crazy eyes.
I just like looked at her. It was like really amazing, Alessandra. And they all just want to bang Alessandra.
And I think Alexandra like wants to get like Tanya Zayeda like gang banged. Like
That
do you know-
happened to Tanya.
Allegedly.
I forget, in India or something.
Yeah,
was
no,
that?
I think she went to like
She was a Bollywood
Afghanistan.
star.
Yeah, she went to
She was from
Afghanistan.
Mildura. I remember back in the day.
fucking love
Tanya
Tanya
Zayeda.
Zayeda.
Yeah.
She's a fucking legend. Yeah, she went to service the troops, and so that she did.
It doesn't take a whole village if you've got Tanya.
She's
She
my
can do it all.
idol.
Good
No,
on her.
I think Alessandra's there with all the boys and they're like, yeah, spend some quality time with Jackie and
Can we talk about? I know I'm jumping ahead, but
whatever.
like when the boy, when your fave, said
that she sucks.
that
dick
she
good,
sucks
but she's
good-
got crazy eyes.
Yeah, when Ryan said she's got crazy eyes and that she sucks dick, and the men are so upset. None of the men said anything to him at
They
the time.
loved it.
And not even Alessandra said anything.
She just went, okay.
So that's again,
Yeah,
I
'cause
find
she
that
was
interesting when they are watching them in the dinner parties or whatever and going, and no one's standing up for this. No one. It's like, well, you didn't.
You didn't.
You
Yeah.
didn't. You were in the room with him.
I know. And that's the hottest part of it. This is why I find it so hot. It's so creepazoid sex pest of him, but I find it so hot because we're all thinking about it now.
What
aren't we?
part of you thinks it's all right to say shit? Like, why didn't she say
So
that?
none of them are sucking, like, sorry, are none
You're
of them
just hung
sucking
up on the
dick?
sucking dick.
I will defend this toxic man, like, till the day I die.
That's because you want to be
And he
sucking
has
his
killed
dick.
someone. Like, let's be honest.
Absolutely.
All of these men have killed someone.
Yeah. I think he's... yeah, they are killers.
Yeah.
They are absolute killers.
They are on lists. But no, that when he said that, I literally was like, well, now I've got a visual.
When are we going to talk about Morena?
Let's go there.
I need to talk about Morena.
Mama Morena.
I'm
She
not
ne-
finished with you, little
little boy. I'm not done with you, little boy. She needs to be a housewife. Can we get
She's
more-
on the wrong show.
Can
She
we
thinks
get
she's on-
Morena on Housewives?
Yes.
Is she Melbourne? Surely.
Yeah, she feels very Melbourne.
She feels very.
She feels like
Western
women I
suburbs.
know.
Yeah.
In fact, I was watching this with my friend, and she's a woman in her late 40s, and she went, oh, how horrible that Morena has just proved men right about that women over 50 are just hard, aggressive, dried up, angry
Yeah.
things. Because, like, Morena is like, I'm like, thinks she's so enlightened and so soft,
She's
and
a
I listen
DJ?
to you. I'm a DJ.
I'm a
Like, she's got
DJ.
issues about her age. Like,
Oh,
if
big
you're-
time.
yeah, just because you're in a bad marriage and you want to relive your 20s, we get it, Morena. But it's not everyone else's fault, Morena. And you need to listen, Morena. And I don't even buy that she didn't ever get to talk in her marriage. I think Morena gives me, there's never enough talking. Like, she's always got more to say.
100%.
Oh, Tony, I just read the most amazing page.
Tony?
Imagine having to hear, like, I just read a page.
Cousin at the wedding. So
Yes.
Tony's cousin, who's like some Steve Buscemi.
Are you like into him as well?
Not fuck off. He was. Yeah.
You are.
Tony's cousin hit me up. He was such a creepy man. Like,
Yes.
I love when they kept cutting to him. And this is, we love your work in the edit suite 9. When they kept cutting to Tony's cousin at the wedding. And it was like shark, like Jaws music, like, duh. And like, then him coming to Tony being like, we need to talk, mate. You can't lower your standards for
I know,
this
that was horrible.
hideous old hag. You need to be
Horrible.
fucking 20-year-olds because you still have a head of hair, and that's how it works. Me, I've been to Turkey. You have not been to Turkey. You still have your hair. You should be fucking 25-year-olds. Max.
And it's like, isn't he a ferry driver in Wollongong? Like,
100%.
I don't know that he needs to be banging 20-year-olds.
I was screaming at the TV at this point.
Yeah.
I was like, what are we watching? Does Tony's cousin know he's mic'd?
Although imagine, when me and my friend were saying, imagine if Morena and Tony started a business where she DJs on the boat in Wollongong and he takes like 20-year-olds out on like a booze cruise with Morena and Tony.
Stop.
Wouldn't that be fun?
See if they like listen to
That's
each
a
other for 1
business.
second. They could come up with this great business plan.
When she was just like,
I'd go on
you
it.
told me to be quiet and no man will ever tell me. It's like, oh my God. So when does the listening happen for you, Morena?
Morena. She needs to stay, even if they break up. Like, can they just keep her there at every dinner party to go, I'm not done with you, little boy.
And I just thought, imagine if little boy said like, okay,
Little boy.
old lady. Like
Yeah.
she has so many issues.
Yeah.
And her bark is so much worse than her bite. Because if anyone went her the way she goes everyone, because she's aggressive with everyone. When she's like, none of those boys wanted to talk to me. They weren't interested in me at all. It's like, it's nothing to do with your age, doll. Your energy is aggressive and like you're just waiting to fight someone. So you're not exactly the welcome wagon, Morena.
Morena's welcome.
Like Morena's welcome wagon got parked out 30 years ago
Yeah.
and no one's seen it since.
She's giving us entertainment.
Oh, I couldn't handle it. She sounded like a woman. Exactly a woman I know. She's like an Italian woman in her 50s. And she would say something like this when Morena said on her wedding day, the way he looks at me. I like laughed so
Tiny.
hard.
When she got into that sexy lingerie in Intimacy Week, for Tony to paint me like one of your French girls,
Yep.
I fucking died.
Yeah, and she looks amazing. She does.
She looks incredible.
Yeah.
She's got a Karen Huger energy. Do you watch
I
Potomac?
don't watch
Oh, you
Potomac,
but
but
you know
I
who
know.
I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. Who
She
just got
has
done.
the
Like the Grand Dame.
The Grand
Yeah.
Dame. She's got a Grand Dame vibe.
Yes.
The way her like body language is very Grand Dame.
Yes. She is really she's really confidence is not her problem.
But she's like, I just want to feel like I just want to be sexualized. I want to feel like a sexy woman. Tony, can't you give me that? Like, oh, it was great.
You can still be soft, Morena. Be soft.
He
Be
was
inviting. And I feel
terrified.
he would do my head in too. And I was not on his team
You
at
see,
all.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I know nothing about Tony only because
that's
it's
it.
the Morena show. Like
I know.
I can't tell you. I have no opinion of Tony.
But when
He seems a little bit shit, yeah. But they all fucking.
when he's like, this whole thing of like, well, it's kind of new to me to have to kind of do anything. Like everything.
'Cause I'm in
just
my
is-
mum's house.
Is so new to me. And when Tony was like,
house?
I just want what my parents have, and they show you the
You
image
do.
of
You live in the house.
the saddest old people you've ever seen in your life. Like,
Oh.
if that's what your idea of marriage is, Tony, they looked miserable. They weren't smiling, Tony.
No.
They look sad, Tony. Tony, you hearing me?
Yeah,
Tony.
wake up.
But he seems nice, but I'm just like, how do you get to that old and you don't know how to communicate anything?
Also, I love that this couple is like diversity for Channel 9. They're like
Hardcore.
slightly older wogs. I'm like,
Hardcore.
sorry? Like, that's the best you can fucking do. Like, I love it, but I'm like, you know that they're patting themselves in the back in 9HQ being like, oh, we've really knocked it out of the park with diversity this year,
Well,
guys.
that's because, some people aren't into like non-Caucasian people.
All right, natural segue.
Yeah.
Holy
That was
fucking
crazy.
shit. So hang on, we're going to Jake and Ashley.
And Ashley. Great name, Ashley.
Oh my! So firstly, I think we need to do it. I think we need to unfund PE teachers.
They're not okay.
Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Who out there has a positive story about a PE teacher?
Not me. My one.
Not me.
Mr. Krebin shaved his legs and made me strip in front of him and shower. And I might have been heterosexual if that hadn't happened. Yeah. I had a chance at a woman. I could have been on MAFS if it wasn't for Mr. Krebin. Yeah, Mr. Krebin.
I'm so sorry that happened to you, Bryn.
Strip. Yeah, thank you.
You never told me that.
This is getting too
You
much.
never told me that on this podcast.
Maybe you didn't hear it. Maybe you missed it.
I did not know.
And I hot.
I'm so sorry that Mr. Cribbins did that to you.
Allegedly a triathlete. Try anything.
They're
athlete.
all pedos. I'm sorry. Let's just say it. And like, what the fuck, Jake?
Yeah. Also, Jake looks like his kind of idea of physical education would be like gaming.
Yeah.
Like the only sport he plays is like World of Warcraft.
Yeah, we never got a good look at the rig, but it kind of looked like there was a little bit of something under there.
He had gamer body,
He had-
hardcore.
you
to
reckon?
me.
Yeah.
And the whole look was very like.
Oh, the hair.
Yeah, I think like he's got
That wardrobe department fucked him, didn't they? They were just like, "Oh no, it looks fine. We don't even need any product."
Don't you think they wanted him to look kooky? Like,
Yeah,
you're
oh.
the kind of personality couple.
Absolutely.
But like not an actual personality. Although, can I say the couple that have no personality, Ree and Jeff to me.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting they're on the show.
Who? Do you know who?
I'm glad they've met each other before because I don't remember them.
Do you know what they're giving? Oh, we're from Perth. You know, people who their whole personality is, oh, we're from Perth. And then you're like, cool. And then that's the extent of their personality.
Oh, yeah.
It's Perth.
I mean, it is interesting. That's another great thing about MAFS is seeing the state differences in people. Like, I remember the girl who was from Tasmania and she had a real high opinion of herself. And my friend said, you might be a 10 in Tasmania, doll, but you're on the mainland now.
And Dave and Jamie are so Melbourne. How like he's a fucking like tattered tradie and she's like a loud Greek. She's like, I'm a feisty Greek. Like I love them.
I love them.
They are so Melbourne to me.
Jamie's my favourite of the female contestants so far.
Easily.
But she's going to be way too much for him down the line and she's going to start, I think, that'll be the edit. She'll start too many fights at the
All
dinner
right,
party.
Tony, back to Ashley and Jake.
Tony, I was actually talking about Ashley and Jake.
I was trying to speak about Ashley and Jake. Ouch. Like, poor Ashley. The way that they edited Ashley with the glug, 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 filling up the red wine. Oh, my God. Like, incredible. They're like, she's like, I've done something. I went and did something that I might regret.
I also like that Ashley always looked like she just had some Uber Eats. Or like she felt so, like she just felt so like casual. Like she just felt like rough and ready. Like Ashley was not trying to act like she was a big star or something. She was a really regular girl, which I really liked. We share a name and we share a love of Uber Eats.
She looked
like the
poster
Zinger
woman.
burger was on its way to her at any moment. Not because of body. I'm not doing any body stuff.
No, it's just she looks like she's on the
her
couch.
energy was just chill.
She looks like she's in a place of Uber Eats.
Yeah, she wants to watch
With
TV,
couch.
hang out, be cute. Totally my energy. I'm not reading, but it's just like so many of the other girls are very
I think she
obsessed
seems
with how they
fun.
look. Ashley seemed really fun and normal.
It's my favorite bit, and I was living for when she was like, "Look, I just had to like run down the hall and like spill the tea." I was like, "Yeah, girl, like you're me. Like I love this."
That's
bitch.
the most normal thing you could do.
But then they like tried to make it out like there was something shameful about that. I was like, she literally reported racism.
Yes.
Which I believe is a
See something,
noble
say something.
Exactly, thank you. I think it is a noble thing to do. I think
Yeah.
if you hear racist behaviour as a white person and you let it slide, you're the fucking problem. So
this is true. Ashley, I thought she was the most normal and she had nothing to feel bad about. Like, I thought it was really big of her to go like, I probably shouldn't have done that. I'd had a few drinks. That wasn't normal. I'm like, you had to hear this man. You're basically seeing for the first time that your partner speaks hideously about women. And if you don't say something, you're going to look like you sign off on all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree. Not worth bringing it up with him because he's obviously a fucking idiot. So just make sure you look all right on camera.
And tell everyone else like a normal person would
like
do.
a normal person would do.
Sorry.
Yeah.
They're just annoyed. I think the producers did it dirty because they're annoyed that they didn't capture that moment on tape.
Yes. And they've gone now, right? Like, that's it.
Are they gone? Yeah. And hang on. Did she say? No, she said stay.
Yes.
Which I was like, sorry?
That's right. She did say stay. Well, this is the other thing I love about MAFS is that they have to pretend that they're interested in the other person, but they're just staying for the camera.
They're staying to be on TV. Yeah.
Yes. Which I totally get, but it's so funny to be like, did you ever see that one season where it might have been in it? No, it was, what's her name? She's actually quite famous from the show. Jess Power.
Oh, yeah.
How she stayed on with her husband, I think Cam or something, even though she was having the affair.
I love Jess Power.
Oh, she's
stunning.
She is an amazing villainous
What a great
girl.
name, too.
Isn't she linked to like some gangland figure now? I think she was in
Surely.
the news recently. Yeah. Jess has powers.
Yeah.
Where's Inez? I'm sad. Like, apparently Inez
Yes.
like had got help. Inez was like, I think
I don't want
I
that.
might be a bit of a sociopath, so I need to get that
there's
under control.
clearly no psychological support available from
No.
9.
Well, John Aitken's your best bet, which is like a former cricketer turned therapist.
He is just... Where are his lips?
Up some Channel 9 executive's ass. Yeah.
There's just no lip.
No.
He's like...
And you've sat here
You've
and
sat
you've
here.
given me nothing but excuses, and I think that's beneath you. And I'm going to give you
Yeah.
an opportunity where you can either step up to the plate and admit your wrongdoings, or you can keep running. What's it going to be?
Yeah, mate.
I don't know, mate.
Yeah.
I like Mel, and I can't believe we haven't heard Mel
haven't
talk
spoken
about her
about Mel.
cancer at all.
Did Mel have cancer?
Yes, in the last year, she had a really intense cancer, had to have full-on treatment, and they're just like, we're not going to talk about it.
Again, after watching Apple Cider Vinegar, I'm going to need to see
Does anyone actually
receipts.
have
I'm going to need to see like reports of that.
Mel
Has she
really
got a
had
cookbook
it.
coming
I feel
out?
like they
I
had to
don't know.
remove some of Mel's bowel. Can you
Fuck.
believe? Hope she's selling it on eBay.
She's been through enough
I know.
with these people.
I know. She's had it up to here.
She's actually great. I would love to have like 7 or 9 cheeky
She also
lines
gives
with her.
great face.
Oh,
Did you say
she-
cheeky lines?
No, wines.
Oh,
and,
wines.
I mean, and that. I thought you were going to say she gives great something else.
No, she gives
Ryan.
good face because she often, her look of disgust
Oh,
or
She's
shock.
she practices it in there.
Yes.
She's like this. Oh,
It's like Carson Kressley
oh,
being amazed at a
and
lip
she-
sync.
and she's always
Yeah.
like this. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, this is not going
Oh,
well.
it's not good.
Yeah.
Not good. And then what's actually happening? Like when you finally get to that bit later on, it's like fucking nothing. You're like, oh, okay. It's like a slow week. They get Mel to go, oh no.
What do you think about? How do I say it? Is it
Athena.
Do you say Athena?
Athena.
Athena.
Yeah, it's like a
with an
Maori
F.
name. Yeah,
Athena.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Athena and Adrian.
And Adrian, yeah. So the twins. They're both twins.
the subtitle twins.
The subtitle twins. I think Athena, of all of the girls on the show, seems the most normal.
Well, that says a lot about you.
You don't think she seems like a normal person?
I do think she
like,
actually
she's like
seems
got a kid.
normal.
She's like, no, she looks nice. I don't know. I have no problem with her. I think she needs to get up and walk away from Adrian because he doesn't want to be around your child.
Well, this is the thing. It's
Darling.
like the unfortunate thing about MAFS is that she wants to be on TV. She wants to have
Yeah.
a career. But it means that she has to stand by a guy
This
that has
guy.
told her again and again, I don't want your life. I will never love your kid
He
as if it's my
sucks.
own kid. What a kid. And I think a lot of men feel that way and think that. I don't know why anyone would ever say it.
Meet the kid first.
Well-
the kid could be a little cunt.
But I'm
And
sure
then we'll all be like, yeah, look, I couldn't love that
I'm
child
sure you meet
either.
the kid
That
and-
child's unlovable.
Well, if that child's unlovable, it's probably his to begin with because he is not a lovable individual to
No.
me at all.
He's very cute.
I don't get
so
that.
you don't get it?
Nah.
He's got the aggro thing going on, which I love, like the big bushy eyebrows. And
Well,
the-
Aggro looked like he had
Yeah.
missed a couple of chromosomal moments.
Yeah.
And I think Mr. Adrian...
Welcome to the stage,
He
chromosomal
feels
moments.
like if you do a DNA test on Adrian, it will be 100% homo... What is it?
What?
Not homo sapien.
Oh, like cave person.
Caveman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
which
gives
is
me
my type.
Neanderthal.
Yeah.
She gives me Neanderthal.
Woof.
Yeah.
I'm into a hairy man. Him and his twin,
Mm.
have a lot of like TikTok content where they just like hate women,
Yeah, that's what he gives me.
which is like how you get on this show in the first place. But yeah, I've watched some of it and I was like, oh wow, no wonder you got on this show. They just saw how much he hates women.
Actively hate women.
Yeah.
Well, I feel bad for Athena because I think she is a young mum, that this is her first time away. She's got a guy. She can have sex for the first time again with no problem. She is just like able to let
She's
her hair
cool.
down.
I actually really like her.
I do
the
too,
sister
but I
was
do
cool
think-
too. I liked their friend group at
Yes.
the wedding. I was like, they seem like people that I would like know.
I just think Athena, stop giving it up to him. He doesn't deserve it, and he doesn't want what you want. Like,
Yeah.
you are giving him what he wants, which is sex on tap. Like, what are you getting?
How do you know that?
Well, what do you mean? They talk about having sex all the time.
Do they?
Yes. Athena and him have been banging from the jump.
Oh, true. They have too.
Yeah, well, I want to talk about, let me have to look
Yeah.
up their goddamn name.
Billy.
The British guy.
Billy and Sierra, which Sierra is spelled Sierah. Wow.
Crazy.
She is giving Katy Perry.
Hardcore.
Like,
but again,
you're
Katy,
gonna help me. Like, she
Katy
looks like Katy
has
Perry.
found a way to soften the look sometimes, and I think Sierra needs to soften the look. I think that's a hard,
It's a
thin
harsh
face.
face.
Yeah, I think a couple of kilos would be really nice on Sierra.
Yeah.
On.
I agree.
She's like,
Yeah.
And I follow Bethany Frankel, and I say you could like, but I just again, bodies
Skeletor?
are bodies. Don't
Yeah,
judge.
yeah.
But I feel like she's whittled her. Like I feel like that looks like work to get herself down
Yeah.
to that size, and I don't know that it's work well spent. I think she could take her foot off the gas and let herself relax,
Yeah.
and she'd look younger with a bit of fullness in the face.
Do you love Billy? Do you love a lad?
I did like Billy at the start, and now he's giving me
Uh.
gay.
Oh.
Not even gay, but like, what man wouldn't even want to be caught on camera being into a...
Oh.
If I was pretending to be straight and I walked in and Sierra's bent over half naked wanting me to touch her, I would do what the tall guy did and gone, oh, let's go to bed,
Yeah,
pick
but
you up like...
You can't all be Big Dave.
I would not be like, I'm awkward.
Yeah, he was
looked
awkward.
scared of her.
He did look scared
He
of
looked
her.
scared of her
He's-
body.
And so they fucked once and then never again, which, oh my God, if that happens, it's like...
What does that mean?
It's such a... He's
'Cause, you know,
done. He wasn't into it.
I've just had this before where I'm with girls and then,
He's a
you know,
tick 'em
that's
off
all
the-
we have.
He's a tick him off the list. I think he's a one and done.
He's a kooky
He needs.
unit.
I think he needs the next thing.
He's chasing the next thing.
Yeah, I think that's
Do
his
you
vibe.
think Sierra's going to start having an affair?
Oh, I fucking hope so. Or maybe
Because did
he
you
will.
see the shot? Where it
Oh,
looks like she's
yes.
getting into your... Was it your fave?
Ryan?
Was she into Ryan? Was it Ryan that she was into? Or was it...
I would love that. They're both horny, so
Yes.
someone's got to be on this
Oh, no,
show.
it was Adrian. It was Sierra and Adrian.
Oh, actually-
Neanderthal and
yeah.
Ozempic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
It
the girls
looks-
seem to put Adrian pretty high on the sexy list, didn't they?
I don't
That
get
challenge, like that ranking challenge is the whole show, isn't it?
it. Yeah.
Like it's
Even that, they have to
the
make
best
out
bit.
like, and as part of
The
intimacy week,
experiment.
part of the experiment is the ratings challenge, which they
because
don't
you know in life how you have to rate all the people you know from who you want to fuck to who you
Yes.
don't want to fuck. Just a normal thing like
It's
that.
just a normal thing to
What
do.
could possibly go like amazing?
Yeah, but it never got like, and so many seasons in, I think it's gotten a bit boring because everyone knows put your partner first and that's
Exactly,
it.
but-
But if you're trying to create story to get
Exactly,
time on TV,
which Ryan is doing. Well, so you know Ryan is an actor.
oh, I didn't know.
Yep, he's an aspiring actor.
Oh boy,
He has been in a few little. He's been in NCIS Sydney. There's some photos of him in a
Wow.
cop uniform that is very hot, floating about the internet.
you love cops and you
I'm
love
gonna-
Ryan.
after
You
this-
are losing me
After
at
this
both.
recording, I'm going to show you some photos that are going to change your mind.
Impossible. I find actors less hot.
Oh no, it's not that part that's hot. It's just he's done some modeling as well, and it's
Your books
It's
are open.
saucy.
Yeah.
But gross.
He is gross. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't believe him even on MAFS when he's meant to be
Yeah.
himself. So I don't know what kind of actor he'd be.
Are we done with Billy? I don't know if I'm done with Billy.
Yeah, go back to Billy.
He's kind of giving like UKUncutLads.com, but it's like
Scally.
yeah, Scally. He's
Scally
giving
boy.
He's playing up the Scally. Hasn't he lived in Australia for like 20 years or something? Like that accent is so fake.
Yeah, but he does feel very X on the beach to me too.
Oh yes,
Whose ex is next?
he's a bombshell entering the villa.
Yes, but I also feel like, Yeah, I don't know. Again, I feel like I'm being so superficial, but like I liked him so much at the start, and then the more I've gotten to know him or see of him, I've been like, you're a bit dull, and I don't kind of believe a lot of you. Same with Frenchie.
He's
I just don't
boring.
believe
Yeah.
Frenchie at all.
Those two are boring.
Yeah.
That's why, I'm getting titillation from Ryan, because at least he's like overtly being a cunt.
That's the thing.
Because
With
you know
Billy.
all these men are cunts, but it's like
Totally.
Ryan is like living his truth.
That's why when Billy was so outraged at the way that who was it? The way that these people, I can't remember, the way Jake had spoken about the women, and Billy was so upset about it. I'm like, never say on camera, I would never talk about someone like that, because they're going to catch you talking about people like
Could
that.
I just say on that, Crazy Eyes, hilarious and
Something can
accurate.
something can be wrong and also accurate.
But how is that wrong? Are they? I don't know. Am I like fucked? I was watching it being like, yeah, that's funny.
I think it's a bit fucked. I mean, unless you're Ramona Singer, which made a brand out of
Yeah.
Crazy Eyes, no one wants to be told that. Like, I felt so embarrassed for
Where's the
Jackie
lie?
when she was like, I think it's funny. Like, we do have crazy eyes.
Jackie is fucking incredible. Like she is giving the best television, I think, out of anyone on this
But
show.
also, as my friend said, why be shocked? They said, we've made an agreement. We've made a deal.
Yeah.
They've made a deal. So no matter what you throw at them, they're staying together just for the sake of being on TV. Like, so
Yeah.
it'll be funny watching if the dynamic becomes the behavior just gets worse and worse, but
Yeah.
they have to find in a way that they can stay together. That's going to be amazing. Because they're not even good allies, Jackie and Ryan.
No. But I think they're both having a lot of fun trolling each other. I was surprised to learn that they had been intimate. Because I was like, surely they're not fucking because they're not vibing.
Yeah.
But then when he was like, yeah, she's like sucking my dick every night. Well, yeah, boys. I was like, oh, okay, what? Like, I
How
thought
much
she
head
hated-
do you reckon Jackie got? I would guess none.
0.
From her warrior. A warrior doesn't go down on a woman. That's a beta move.
Yeah,
I bet
probably.
it's very that.
Yeah.
It's so gross. I
Stop
hate
making
straight
me
men.
hard.
You're hard and I'm
making-
disgusted.
Yeah, I am sickened at myself by how attracted I am to Ryan.
Karina. Can we talk about Karina quickly?
Sure.
I find Karina
And Paul.
Karina and Paul.
Right.
I find both of them incredibly false.
Yes.
I find Karina less false, but I do think Karina is in this to become like
Yeah.
some sort of an influencer or whatever. And her voice gets on my tits after a while, Karina.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Something about it.
She's not my kind of girly.
Yes.
She seems really conservative. Like I don't know
Yeah.
this, but just she doesn't seem fun. I don't get fun girly vibes
When
from her.
she was with her family and she's
Yeah.
like looking at the big photo frame and going, soon it'll be my wedding picture in that. I'm like, what happens to girls that they are taught that they are nothing without a man on their arm? Like,
Yeah.
that is crazy to me.
And then wasn't the mum like crying? at the
Yes.
and I was like, fuck off.
Yes, I felt bad for that mum because that mum was like, when Frenchie came over and was like, hey, we've met and I didn't pursue her, but now I'm going to, and it was a hard time.
Well, they weren't like happy tears. They were like, finally, I don't have to be ashamed of my daughter not having a man. Like it was giving that. Do you know what I mean? It was like shame tears.
I felt more like similar, but I felt like weirdly like the mum was already so on the man's side. I was like, why are you like, he sounds great. I don't think he sounds great, mum. I think he sounds pretty average. He went on a hike with your daughter and went never again. Like none of that says,
oh my God,
let's
the
get
hype.
married.
So let's break this down because there's a lot of gendered expectations in what happened between them.
This is why we love MAFS.
Correct me if I'm wrong. And this is I'm learning. Look, I'm learning about how gender roles work in the year of our Lord 2025 with the heads. But they went on a hike.
Yep.
Neither of them messaged each other afterwards.
No.
In my world, that's just fizzle.
Yeah.
But I love that in MAFS world, it's like he's a pig.
He's a
Like,
pig.
can
He
we
doesn't
just-
get you. He doesn't deserve
She's got
you,
his
babe.
number. Like,
Yeah.
I just think it's like, you know,
But
true-
the gender thing, like women can't chase, be chased.
It's like
Can't-
stop that. Like if you were into him, like let him know. Like
Yes!
you have the number. Don't feel like you need to not be so. It shat me that I wasn't gonna lie. And then him with the parents at the wedding. Oh, just have to let you know that I went on a hike with Karina and afterwards I said I just was in a strange place at the time in my life. I just didn't. I was like, what?
And the mum's almost straight away gone, yeah, wasn't a great time for Karina either. She was having a bad time too. So it's like, maybe the timing's better now. Even that going like,
that's weird.
You were having a bad time. Well, she was having a bad time too. So you both, actually now it's going to be so much better. You're both completely different to how you met each other on that hike.
Also, like, where's his... Actually, he did get snaps for that. But I'm like, he got snaps for like owning a mistake. But I'm like, I think he should also get snaps for like talking about his mental health in like what seemed genuine way.
Nothing
Or do you
about
think it's
him feels,
bullshit?
none about him feels genuine to me.
I know. I was kind of like, I was falling for it.
Don't fall for it, Sam. This is how the straight men get you. He is a
you,
pig.
You fell for the hair plugs, so we're even.
Yeah, look, if he shut up and didn't talk and had a different personality, that look alone, I'm into that Euro look.
He is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh my God, don't. You into that Caucasian look, are you?
I like that kind of like, he's kind of got those dark, swarthy eyes.
How many times on this show have you heard the phrase, I'm just really into that European look? It's like, oh my God.
It's a whole thing. Australia's like, good luck finding a
Disgusting.
blonde on this show. Like, there's not that, like, a blonde man. You can't find a blonde man on this show, bitch.
Perfect segue.
The Australian man is a
into
brunette now.
Blonde and petite. Shall we
Blonde
talk
and
about
petite.
Tim and Katie?
Wow.
What you've come here to hear
Katie.
us talk about. Poor Katie. Firstly, some of the shots that they included in the show, sorry, I'm laughing already, of Katie. Like, if Ashley's Uber Eats, then what's Katie like? Just shoot yourself. Like, when she's sitting there with her like hair pinned back,
Yeah.
tears running down the
Yes.
face. The way they use those shots, I was like, you fucking cunts.
I know.
Leave Katie alone.
Leave Kate. The woman is a CEO.
Exactly.
Of
like a
social
non-profit.
enterprise.
Exactly.
I was like, babe,
She's a
just
Gorman wearing woman.
bang the men that are sleeping rough, doll. Just take your pick of the litter. Like,
Stop.
yes, Katie. You'll find a nice guy. Lots of really nice people
It's
end
true.
up down and out.
She will do that.
Assholes
And,
do
like,
really well in the
fix it.
world. So, like, there might be really lovely people out there, Katie, that you might come across
But just
in
that-
your line of
also,
work.
can we talk about how like everyone else's honeymoon was in like Fiji and Vanuatu, and they got like a literal shack in Tasmania. Like,
Yeah.
it looked like
They were in The
some
Shining.
Wolf Creek shit. Yes,
They were at the Overlook Hotel. Like,
It was a Peppers.
he
It
was chasing her with a
Peppers.
knife. Yeah.
It was
it was a Peppers
corporate,
retreat.
It was corporate retreat
Yes.
spending.
Yeah, someone at Channel 9 used their points at Peppers. Got a luxury escape. But it's like, I felt bad for her because imagine being videotaped on national television.
God.
Hysterical, like crying. Your
Over
face,
that piece of
your
shit.
Your face is red. Your fringe is pulled back in a bobby pin. You're barefoot by a creek going like, he doesn't like me.
And
I'm just
she
not
was
what he
right.
wants. And
The-
it's like, no, I know, but Katie, you're okay, doll. Like, you're great, Katie. You are so great. Please don't do this to yourself. Again, over this is where heterosexuality blows my mind. That guy is making
That
you
guy.
feel this bad. He couldn't do anything, Katie. Like, you are so capable
Yeah.
and smart and brilliant and gorgeous.
Yeah.
He is a pig of the highest order.
That guy needs to be taken out.
He is La
Like,
Poqueta.
it's fucked.
He sucks. He wants a petite blonde. When was the last time he was petite?
Yeah.
When was the last time we got a few runs in him?
Apparently it was a while ago, and apparently he's still using
Yes.
old pics. He's
Yes,
loving
he's
that.
old pics. Yeah. A pig with old pics.
He's a pig. I don't even know when to start with him. My favorite bit, though, I think...
Gaslighting piece of
the
shit.
gaslighting piece of shit. I love his red face when he came back, when he, in a shock entrance to the...
Yes.
What's the ceremony called? The commitment,
To the commitment
ceremony.
ceremony.
When Tim has decided to enter in those shoes. Oh,
Yeah.
my God. And his little red face when Ian was like... Oh, no,
Yeah.
John, not Ian. John is like...
I know there's so many dull Caucasian male names
I
in this
can't
show.
keep up.
Yeah.
Grilling him, and he's just like... And he's like... It's just getting more progressively red.
And again, another guy that thought he was so smart and was smarter than everyone and could be able to play. It's like, I'm amazed that none of them can hold their own against John Aitken. Like, I'm amazed how much they
Exactly.
all, like, eat shit in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, if I was there to fight and I wanted to be captain of the debate team and prove how I don't need help finding love, which is the exact premise of the show, I would be able to give it to John Aitken. I would be able to argue my way around John Aitken. But none of these men can.
No.
But they think they're so smart.
It's really like shining a light on the education system, isn't it? If these are the teachers that our children are,
Teachers
like, seriously,
are not okay.
we need to audit the schools. Is he also a PE teacher?
He is a teacher. I don't know what
Imagine.
Imagine.
That's what they did this year. They're like, do you know what? Let's cast multiple PE teachers and just see what happens.
I just couldn't get over how his gaslighting, and what was crazy, and I found myself, like, when he was at the dinner and he was like, it's actually been really hard for me. I found myself going along with it too for a while. I was like, hey, yeah, you know what? We don't see everything. Maybe he did try.
She's
Maybe
like
he
the
did
loveliest person
I
ever. And
know.
he's like, she just wasn't even trying. I'm like, wasn't trying? Mate, you left.
Oh, and it really hurt my feelings when she didn't reach out.
Oh,
Did you
wow.
reach out?
That
No.
bit was fucked.
I did like it when he was like, I was actually really looking forward to coming here. And John goes, why?
Yeah. And he's like,
What were you looking
Well, because he
forward
can't
to?
say to be on TV.
Yeah. Bravo.
In his mind, he thinks he's going to be just like drowning in puss after this.
Hardcore.
Like, he thinks he's going to just walk down the street and girls are going to be like, oh my God, it's Timmy from MAFS.
Yes.
No.
Who wants to throw a leg over that gaslighting walrus? Like, he was so toxic. It was so... The way, and I'm going to use the weaponized word again.
Yeah, do
the
it.
way some of these men have used, learned how to
Yes.
weaponize things like, you broke my trust.
Yes.
It really hurt me. And they exploit the fact that a lot of women are naturally trying to to comfort and to coddle and care for and nurture. It is instinctive, and then it is culturally ingrained in them to help. So when you're like, I just needed help and you weren't there, it's like, what? In what world?
I know. Also, as a big fan of redheads myself,
As a big girl.
and of big girls, I find it really fucked that they did this because they knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And like, I think, the duty of care for Katie
What
was
duty?
non-existent.
Clearly.
And just like, I like genuinely, and that's the whiplash of not watching this show for a few years and then coming back in this year. I was like, oh my God, I feel so uncomfortable watching
Well, I'd love
this.
to know, is this as toxic as the real heterosexual world is? Or is
Write
this
in, let us
heightened?
know.
Yeah, please let us know. I mean, I don't want to live there, but I'd like to know. Because all the women that are, I'm mostly friends with straight women. They are not these straight women.
No.
Like, they are not so trapped in this old idea. So I'm kind of amazed that it still exists. Like, blows my mind.
Yeah. I mean, wow. Thank you for your service to entertaining me.
Did you see Katie on A Current Affair?
No. What did
She was on A Current Affair with the
Amazing.
reporter, and I just couldn't believe it. She was like walking through the bush barefoot, which I thought was brave, on camera barefoot in mud, and then showing her paintings that she does. And she did a painting when she got home about Tim, and I think it's called Chaos, and she used a lot of red.
I love that.
Katie's perfect. Do you know the only Katie that's ever found love on a love show, love reality show, is Katie from Love on the Spectrum?
Oh, I love that show.
When he was like, Katie, and she was like, it's beautiful. It's all really beautiful. Katie was amazing.
Love that couple.
Yeah. That was, where are they?
Exactly.
Can we do Married at First Sight on the Spectrum?
No, I'd keep the Channel
On
9
ice.
producers far away from those people. They
I
need
want
to be
all the
protected.
shows rolled into one. I want like
On ice.
people doing like Survivor, SAS,
Yeah.
Biggest Loser, I'm a Celebrity, Married at First Sight, On Ice.
I think some of
with
these
the
people might be
stars.
on ice style.
I think they could be. Anything to keep the weight down for camera. Yeah.
Oh my God. Is that everyone? I think we've gone through it. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so yes, and we
Yep.
talked about who we find the most attractive.
Yeah, who
which
are
is-
you? So you want to fuck Paul?
Well, no, I don't
Yeah,
want to. If I was going to actually hang out with
He was
anyone
ball
and
gagged
be
and
intimate, it
tied
would be
up.
Dave. I think Dave
Oh,
is
sa-
actual a sweetheart.
Same. Like,
but if it was just looks,
And you know
Paul.
Dave is one of those straight guys that's like, oh, he like has a bit of fun with the gay boys. He's like, he'd be
Yes.
out at the bar or whatever, he'd be like, oh, and he'll flirt with you a little bit. And
Absolutely.
he would get into it. You just know he would.
nah,
like,
you're
get
all
it.
right, mate.
Yeah, oh yeah,
yeah,
big
you're
fella.
all right, mate. Yeah,
Yeah, cute.
he's a total sweetheart. I don't have high hopes for any couple in these shows,
Yeah.
but I do think that those two look like they have something in common. I just worry that she's going to be a bit too much for him as time goes on. Or the home visits might reveal something.
She's enjoying the drama of the show a little bit too much. I'm like, Jamie, you're there for Dave, and you're not there for the drama.
I mean, we'd be the same.
Oh,
so,
bitch, I'd be like
yeah.
living at
You'd
those
be-
dinner tables. Are you kidding me?
You'd
I'd be
have your-
throwing wine.
You'd have your ear to people's doors. Like, you'd be listening in on everyone.
I'd be Ashley every night.
I heard you screaming in the... Excuse me? I was screaming in the hallway? When did you hear that? I was screaming, was I? It's like, you're screaming now.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Listen, I'm not done with you, little boy.
I would be Morena.
Oh, my God. If you were Morena, I would prepare your...
I am Morena.
a heavy dose of Xanax to try and chill you out.
She needs a
We need some
prescription.
THC oil for Morena.
We need THC. We need Xanax.
She needs to come.
just chill.
She should just
and
jerk
she needs
off
to
a bit.
come.
She should jerk off.
Just, I think she should like jerk off in front of Tony.
Yeah,
And
on Tony.
And like he's there and he's like so uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then he's like, it was actually quite nice when, to see
then
Morena
Tony's
enjoy
cousin is
herself like that.
Tony, no, what are you
Tony,
doing?
Tony.
That's disgusting, Tony. You should be
A woman
only
like that
watching
should-
young pussy, Tony.
You drive a boat in Wollongong.
my
You could
God.
have anyone you want, Tony.
It's really like
You live at your parents' house and drive a boat in Wollongong. Apparently, you're entitled to the
Yeah.
cream of the crop, Tony.
The world is just becoming more and more like, oh, but that's just not my preference, isn't it?
Yes.
Like, I mean, yeah.
Caucasians.
Well,
yeah.
that and like, you know, young people.
Yeah, I know. It's
Like-
crazy. You're like in your late 30s and you still think it's appropriate that you should be with someone in their early 20s.
Yeah.
So you just want to control someone and you don't want to actually want partnership in any real way. Yeah.
Everyone just like wants to be Drake. I don't like this. Yeah, it's it's gross out there. Take care, everyone.
And my friend said, what a shame that for all the work Demi Moore's done for older women, Morena has come in and just ruined that.
oh my god,
Demi Moore's like, older women are so sexy and vibrant and vital. You've never wanted an older woman more. And then it's like Morena's come in and proven like, nah, they're angry. They are angry, bitter women.
Imagine the substance, but cast with
Morena.
Morena, and she's like, oh my god.
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
respect the
take this-
time.
I'm gonna take this thing. This fucking bitch is in my body. This little girl walking
Tony.
around town with Tony.
Tony, listen to this, Tony. I get a phone call, Tony. I go to a locker, Tony, and I get this thing. It's called the substance, Tony. And what it does, it's actually really interesting,
Yeah.
Tony. I think you should listen. Tony, where are you going? Tony, where are
Tony,
you
come
going?
back.
Tony, come back.
I haven't finished telling
I
you
haven't
about the substance,
I haven't injected
Tony.
my spine yet, Tony. And then
And scene.
is like the girl that comes out of her. It's the girl that comes out of Morena. Is that
It's
actually
Jamie.
Jamie?
Yeah.
Yes,
And she's like,
Jamie comes out. I really like that Jamie was like, I wouldn't get into it with Morena. I know women like Morena. I wouldn't get into it with her. And then you saw, just in another shot, I could just see Jamie's nails kind of like gesticulating
flapping, yeah.
towards
Tapping and
towards Morena,
Yeah.
trying to calm her down.
She can't help herself. She's so excited. I feel like Jamie's been wanting to be on the show for a while.
She is the show.
She's the show. And
Yeah.
she's like living.
She's the Gina Liano of this show. Like, she's the one who knows the assignment and she came here to work. Yeah.
Isn't Morena the Gina Liano?
No, I mean, as in, like, she should be on Housewives.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I mean,
oh,
like,
yeah,
in
yeah.
terms of someone who knows the assignment of the show they're
true,
on.
True.
No, I don't think
Look
Morena.
dull. Then don't look dull.
Then don't look down. That wasn't my grandmother dying. That was a demon.
You've actually been possessed.
I think we're all pretty
by a
fucked
demon.
up. I think we
my
just shouldn't
God.
talk to each other for a while.
Well, what a Valentine's Day gift.
Thank you.
Thank
I've had
you.
a blast.
So much fun.
A real toast to love. I
And
think
look-
we believe in love.
We do. Romance isn't dead.
Yeah.
Intimacy is alive. Lock up your
Gender
children.
roles live
Yeah.
on.
We're
Men,
learning a lot.
Just be men. Women, let men be men.
Yeah. Or just, I don't know. You don't want to hear my thesis on that, but anyway.
Suck a dick. Get a job.
Suck dicks and just do whatever you want. That's my plan for the future. Vote 1 me.
Well, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Veto Doll. where can people find you if they want to stalk you on socials?
Oh
and
my, I can't
slide
imagine.
into your DMs.
I
And
can't imagine.
send you old pics
Oh my
from 15 years ago.
God.
Where do they find you, Ash?
Yeah,
to
if
do
Tim's
that?
looking for me, I guess like I'm at Ash Flanders on Instagram. I don't know. I don't do this.
And if Morena's looking for you?
I'm nowhere to be found.
Okay.
If Morena's looking for me, I am nowhere to be found.
Stunning.
Bye, little boy.
Bye. Thank you for listening to The Cringe is Real with me, Sam Cremant. If you would like to support the show, rate, review, share, and tell your friends about it. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter. Links are in the show notes.